Welcome back to the stream. It has been a while. We took a few weeks off for playing Genshin. Did some Shadowverse, did some FTL. It's nice to play some other games I haven't played in a while. We finished we finished One Piece. What was the full title? One Piece Odyssey. We finished One Piece Odyssey since our last stream. And I guess on that matter, I recently got a copy of Starter Deck 7 of the One Piece card game. Excited for Set 3 has released since the last time we've streamed Genshin. So that's all that's really been needed to cover in recent news.
Seems Jean wants our help with something. We should go pay a visit to the Knights of Avonius when we have a moment. Wonder what's up this time.
I have a feeling it's Klee related, Paimon. Anywho, that's enough of my yarn spinning for the time being. Eula's banner is up. Klee's banner is up. We'll probably be pulling a Klee banner. Everyone's going to tell me to pull on the Eula banner, because who knows when they're going to make her available again to pull. I don't know when. But Klee is Klee. Then again, I could use another cryo character. I have Kaya. I don't need another cryo character. I have Amber. I don't need another pyro character. Song of Broken Pines. I wonder if we're ever going to get a third banner. Because they definitely could put a third banner up, or like a second standard banner, because the character roster's starting to get up there pretty high.
Come on, enough procrastinating.
Here's this stupid thing again. Gnostic Hymn. Okay. New banner. Hooray. These are still... Huh. What is all this? Alright. Leave. Secret Summer Paradise. Here we go. The new event is live. Should we just jump right into that? Because I originally was planning on jumping into one of these again. Because supposedly we're getting a Kaya hangout, but I don't see it here. Man, there's so many of these I still haven't done yet. Oh, so many things to do, and so little time. Oh well. Since it's already been added, we might as well start it. An invitation from afar. Looks like we gotta go to the Knights of Avonius headquarters. I'm starting to get used to these events becoming longer and longer, so we might as well get as much of it done as we can in one go, and then hopefully we'll finish the rest of it next week on Tuesday. Because there usually is a 5-day gap before they make everything available. But the fact that it's not even giving me event details concerns me just a little bit. I wonder if we can go upstairs in the Knights of Favonius headquarters now. Doubt it, but would be nice.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Ah, Paimon and the Traveler. I've been waiting for you.
I haven't heard Jean's voice in so long. And I have Jean.
Whoa, looks like Jean wasn't the only one waiting for us. Klee and Kaya are here too. Oh, it's Paimon and Mr. Honorary Knight. It's been so long.
Ah, look who it is.
Hi, Kaya. I feel like last time we talked to you in the story was we had drinks with Dainsleif?
You've caught me completely off guard this time. But then again, it's always a pleasant surprise when you two show up.
We met your great-great-great-great-grandpa, by the way.
Guess we were so excited to see Jean again that we forgot to knock. I hope we didn't startle anyone. Wait a sec. You weren't talking about anything that we're not supposed to hear, were you?
Oh, no one here ordered Good Hunter. Sorry, we must have the wrong address. I was just showing Paimon the way. I'll leave it to you now.
Hey, stop pretending like we're doing food deliveries.
But I mean, we do that. It's like one of the commissions you can get in Mondstadt.
It's been a while since we last met, but I can see you two haven't changed one bit.
Let's see, since the last time we met with Jean, I think we saved the world twice? Have we seen Jean since Inazuma? Maybe? I don't know.
Don't worry, we weren't discussing anything confidential. In fact, we were just talking about you.
Oh, that's even worse.
Maybe we should let the star of the story explain it in their own words.
Yeah! Let me tell it! Let me tell it!
Oh, Klee is so excitable.
A few days ago, I was reading Todoko Tales in the solitary confinement room when all of a sudden, whoosh, a letter came flying in through the window. Flying through the window? How does a letter fly?
Magic, Paimon. Magic.
Like a bird does. It was flapping its wings. It could even talk. It said, well, it was a bunch of stuff I didn't understand.
You couldn't understand? Then it must have been talking about how to avoid solitary confinement.
Ooh. Ooh, nice one, Kaya.
Kaya?
Just saying. We don't want to let a teachable moment slip by.
Was that a teachable moment? I thought that was a joke.
Okay, I know. Anyway, the letter said, "Oh, Klee, are you behaving? I see you've wound up in the solitary confinement room again." Sorry about that. Mommy is busy these days and can't take you out to play. But there's good news. I have a friend who has very kindly invited you to visit her. Oh, so the letter's from Alice.
Sounds great, doesn't it?
In principle, yes. But the issue is that Alice's friend lives quite far from here.
The letter says that Mom's friend lives in Sumeru.
Now, I wonder who Alice's friend is.
The Knights of Favonius could never agree to send Klee off to Sumeru on her own. But Klee is rather intent on taking Alice's friend up on this invitation.
That reminds me, during the Aranara questline, Klee was requested by the Academia to do some demolitions in order to open up and access the Ruin Golem, and they were going to have Kaya escort her there. And I thought that that was very funny that they said that something came up and they're in solitary confinement. Wonder what that means.
Yeah, I really want to go.
You see? So we were wondering, who can we send with her on the journey? Preferably someone who's a reliable hero and with a history of saving Mondstadt.
Oh, that's nice of you to volunteer, Kaya. I was on my way out to deliver food for Good Hunter.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see us.
I do apologize, but Klee gets along with you so well. We couldn't think of a more suitable choice.
I'm gonna turn my mic down just a little bit.
problem, right?
Right.
Can you really, Mr. Honorary Knight?
It just now hit me. I'm gonna miss having the green glowing stuff on the Traveler in cutscenes. Because moving forward from 4.0 onwards, we're probably gonna have the blue glowy bits. It would be my pleasure.
Yay! With Mr. Honorary Knight around, Klee's not afraid of anything.
Klee, are you afraid of anything normally anyway?
See, I told you that he'd agree. In that case, we'll leave Klee in the trusty hands of the Traveler.
And you too, Kaya. You should join them.
Why?
I noticed you quietly completed that backlog of paperwork we had. You deserve the chance to unwind a little.
Oh, so you noticed. Well then, I suppose I have no reason to refuse.
Great! Things will go even more smoothly with Kaya around. Still, Sumeru is pretty far. It's gonna be a long journey.
Please don't tell me we have to walk there.
Don't worry. Mom's letter had a magic invite inside. Mom says we just have to all shout out where we want to go at the same time. And poof! We'll be there in the blink of an eye.
Your mom kind of scares me a little bit, Klee.
Wow. Well, that'll definitely make things easier. It only works 3 times, though. So we should only use it when we really need to.
There's a lot of restrictions on this magic teleporting letter.
3's plenty. 1 for the way there, 1 for the way back, and 1 extra, just for good measure.
Paimon raises a good point.
Sounds very mysterious. I still think we should use it sparingly.
Yeah, let's start walking.
After all, we don't know the exact location of where we'll be headed. or what
Welcome to the
dangers we may
arena of
encounter on the
fate.
way.
Hey, how's it going?
Here's what I suggest. Traveler, you're well connected. I'm sure you must have friends who are familiar with Sumeru. I say we start by teleporting to one of them.
So don't teleport to Sino. That could put us in a bad spot. Farazan explores the desert too much. Let's rule that out. Candace might be a safe bet, because she's usually just patrolling the outskirts of Aru Village at most. Dia could be any number of locations. That's a bad idea. Who should we teleport to? I guess Nahida would be the safest bet. I have no clue where Hat Guy is. Dunyarzad? Yeah, Dunyarzad. That sounds like a safe bet, too. Kale, Tanari. They could be doing forest ranger stuff, and that gets us somewhere in the middle of the jungle. I think Dunyarzad would be the safe bet. But I doubt that's who they're going to pick. They're probably going to do Kale.
It'll give us a chance to test out the magic invite, and also find ourselves a local guide.
Well, Kale's in the promotional material, so I'm assuming it's going to be Kale. Oh, wait, Layla. Layla's probably somewhere safe. I'm doing fine.
That kind of makes sense. And since it has 3 uses, there's no point letting one of them go to waste.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Paimon. So, do you have a particular contact in mind?
I just went through the list, Gaia.
Well, we need someone who's familiar with Sumeru and can be our guide. So, sounds like we need a forest ranger.
Actually, Alhaitham was also on the options list, I guess.
And everyone knows that the best place to go looking for a
Or
forest
Kaveh.
ranger is a little place called...
Gandharvaville.
That's the one. Maybe we can get Tainari to help us.
Oh, so they're going to go with Tainari.
Alright, Gandharvaville it is.
Okay, I'm happy wherever we go, especially with Gaia and Mr. Honorary Knight.
We should be on our way then. If you'll excuse us, Acting Grandmaster.
God, how is she still the acting grandmaster at this point?
Yes, let the wind lead. I wish you a safe journey. And Klee,
I know. I'll be careful, I promise.
And this is the story of how all of the Sumeru jungle burned to the ground.
Great! Okay, here goes nothing. Take us to... Gandharvaville!
Gandharvaville.
Gundarvaville.
Arbor Hill. Huh? No, it's not a hill. Ah,
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. Ah! And my fan is blowing my hair into my mouth. I can't believe the mod caught that for fucking swearing. This ain't no kid stream.
we made it. Paimon was sure we were about to end up someplace super weird. Sorry, it was an accident. It's okay, Klee. Good news is this magic invite really does work.
At least we only fucked it up once. But it looks like we could walk to a safe location from here.
Fascinating. One moment we're in Mondstadt, the next we're in Sumeru.
So this is where Mom's friend lives? Wow! There are so many big flowers! Oh, and jumpy mushrooms!
Yes, lots of jumpy mushrooms. They're very deadly.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet! Sumeru's full of strange stuff like this!
Now, luckily, I do not have the auto mod does not have permission to ban currently, so you're in luck there.
Like,
Bears with mushrooms growing on. Sorry, boars with mushrooms growing on them. Flying silver fairies.
oh, yeah! Paimon was pretty creeped out the first time we saw one of those.
Listen carefully, Klee. Those jumping mushrooms are called fungi. They may look cute, but if you get too close to one, it'll try to hit you with its cap.
Really? Okay, well, I'll hit it back with my cap!
Hoyoverse, I need you to get on developing using hats as weapons. Hang on, I'll grab a stupid hat. There we go.
And then I'll hit it with the hood on my jacket, too! I'll definitely win if it's 2 hats against 1.
Do I have another hat I can grab quickly? Hang on. Not without leaving my chair. Laziness wins this round.
As long as playing with hats doesn't escalate to playing with bombs. But Klee's our friend, so we should be able to convince her to keep this trip explosion-free. Right? Uh-huh. I'll be extra careful not to blow anything up. I mean, I'll try my best.
They're actually really soft. This hat is, despite how ugly it looks, it's very well made. It might be one of the highest quality caps I own. I'm not a big fan of caps, personally. As a hat collector, I prefer a larger variety, but as far as caps go, this is really high quality.
That's very good of you, Klee. You're being very grown up today. Yep, I'm super grown up. I'm already the Spark Knight.
Yeah, speaking of already being a knight at such a young age, when can we get, when are we going to get, Noelle to be a knight? I want Noelle to be a knight. In fact, petition for next year's skins, Noelle as a knight. And then we can get the little story where we can unlock that skin for free, like we did with Lisa's Sumeru outfit. And like we're going to do later with Kaya's pirate outfit.
Okay, Spark Knight. Well, keep up the good work, because very soon we'll be introducing you to a friend of ours called Tighnari in Gandharvaville.
mysterious missive on paper wings. Go to Gandharvaville. And we can walk. Grand Arbor Hill.
Hey, look! It's Kale! Huh? And is that Eula with her? What's
I was gonna
she
say.
doing in Gandharvaville?
It's rare to see Eula this far out of...
Definitely heard the other forest rangers mention somebody dressed like that before.
I see. Then it looks like my suspicions are correct. Hmm? Who do we have here?
Traveler and Paimon! Huh? Oh! Kaya and Klee are here too! Hi, Kale! It's been ages!
Yeah, we haven't seen you since February. We definitely need Noelle tonight.
Kale! Eula! What are you two doing here? Well, that question's really more for Eula.
What a coincidence. I didn't expect to run into a fellow Favonian captain this far from Mondstadt. How's the vacation going?
Seriously? Bring the whole crew, why don't you?
Is it just Paimon, or does Eula not look particularly thrilled right now?
Well, since we're all here, who's up for some afternoon tea?
Oh, cool! Great idea! Let's go!
I actually don't know enough about Eula to know if she likes Kaya or not. I know that Amber can't stand him. So I guess it would make sense that she doesn't exactly like Kaya either. Considering that Eula and Amber are friends.
If you're trying to accommodate me, there must be some misunderstanding. I'm fine. There's nothing embarrassing about running into colleagues in the wild.
But earlier you were...
Ooh. Nice rack focus.
Great. Well, I'm sure there's a fascinating reason behind why you're all the way out here in Sumeru. Do share it with us.
I'm assuming you're visiting Kale. Kaya looks like he's getting a kick out of this. Of course he is.
If you must know, it's a little complicated. But simply put, I'm searching for a cousin of mine from the Lawrence clan.
Oh no. What did they do this time?
He went missing recently, and after searching his home, we found evidence that led us here. He appears to believe that somewhere in Sumeru lies the key to restoring our clan to its former glory.
God, didn't we just do this plotline?
He came all the way to Sumeru for that? What was he going to do? Enroll at the academia?
I mean, that's one way to gain some prestige. That would be a roundabout way to achieve his goals.
I doubt he came here to learn. He's much too old to start getting a basic education now. And from what I know of him, I doubt he has any interest in intellectual pursuits.
Ah, so he's a moron.
All he cares about is restoring his clan's honor. Nothing wrong with that idea in principle, but I'm not certain how fanatical he is about it. So, there's no knowing what lengths he might go to. As a knight and a member of the Lawrence clan, it's my duty to make sure he doesn't bring harm to others.
Oh-ho. If this is true, then your cousin is quite a man of action. Traveling alone to Sumeru from Mondstadt is no mean feat.
Wait, did she say that it was a cousin? She just said it was a member of the Lawrence clan. Could be like her grandpa for all we know.
Nor is daring to make me personally concerned about his safety. He has no idea what's coming to him.
Vengeance. I think that's what's coming to him. If I had to make a guess.
You know, underneath it all, Paimon thinks Eula's a really caring person. Yeah, she's the best! She brought me some moon pie last time.
Moon pie. That's something I've heard of. And honestly, I think I've tried it maybe once. That's the weird marshmallow cake thing, right? I'm not a big fan of those. I'm not a big fan of marshmallows in general.
He is family, after all. Anyway, I will make sure to find him and escort him safely back to Mondstadt.
Really going the extra mile for him. He'll owe you one after this.
Now, back to you. How and why did you all suddenly show up here?
We were trying to visit Grand Arbor Hill.
I'm afraid that could be tricky. Master Tighnari is still at Partis the Eye delivering his lectures. He isn't due back for a while. But I think I'll be able to help out. The description in the invitation letter is vague, but I'm pretty sure it's hinting at somewhere in the desert.
It really depends. Some marshmallows can be good, but it really just depends on the quality of the batch, because if they use too much flour, they just come out very powdery, and then it just leaves a weirdly bad texture in your mouth. If you cook them into other stuff, they're pretty okay.
The desert?
My family, every year for Thanksgiving, we cook marshmallows into sweet potato pies. Those turn out pretty good.
Does that mean Mom's friend is from the desert? I guess I'll call her Auntie Desert for now. I remember Mahamatra Sino once told me a strange rumor about that part of the desert. They say there's a secret domain there that can make all of your wishes come true.
Oh no. The bottle land thing ties into the lore. It's real.
Wait. Said I should just call him Sino. I keep forgetting that.
Huh. A domain that makes people's wishes come true.
I have a feeling that's where your relative went.
Wow. So is it true? Does it really exist? I probably would have believed it a few years ago. But now that I'm a little older and wiser, I think it makes sense to be more skeptical about things like this.
This explains a lot. The domain could well be a myth, but he probably figured he had nothing to lose. If you intend to search for this place, then please allow me to join you. My cousin has quite a collection of books about Sumeru desert mythology on his shelves. I highly suspect that he, too, is looking for that domain.
Makes sense to me, Eula.
Can I come too? I think you might need me there.
Do the forest rangers ever explore the desert all that much? We know Tighnari doesn't.
You'll definitely need a local guide while you're in Sumeru. And I think I have what it takes to be that person. Plus, it's a forest ranger's duty to bravely lend a helping hand to others in need.
I just remembered that Kokomi is supposed to be involved in this storyline as the guide. How does Kokomi work into all this? Why would she be out in the desert?
We have every confidence in your abilities, Kale. Our party grows bigger and stronger still. What say you to this, Captain Klee?
Oh no, don't promote Klee.
I think it's super cool! I read in a storybook that on your own you can only have a drop of happiness, but in a group you have a whole ocean. So I'm sure Mom's friend will be super happy if I show up to visit and bring a whole bunch of friends with me. That's the spirit. In that case, let's get the magic invite to take us there.
No, let's not waste it. Never mind, don't listen to me. Are we in the secret domain now? There's a long loading screen. Were the loading screen icons in the bottom always colored?
Wow! This desert is huge! Wow, what an incredible sight.
This is the North Desert.
Yes. The scenery is quite magnificent.
Are you okay, Eula? You don't look so good.
She prefers the cold.
I'm fine. Just taking a moment to acclimatize. The air here is much drier than in Mondstadt. This area doesn't look very habitable, and I don't see a domain entrance nearby either.
Oh no. I didn't pronounce the destination wrong. Did I? I mean, I don't think I did. Nope, you got it right. It definitely wasn't your fault.
I'm glad that Klee's making new friends.
I said Gandharvaville wrong earlier, but we still ended up in the right place.
Klee's right. We're in the right place. There's no doubt about that.
Phew.
Maybe the entrance is hidden under a sand dune.
There's something right behind us over there, actually, now that you mention it.
Who knows? We'll just have to start by looking around.
Yeah, I could have sworn the loading screen icons were white. I was trying to remember if they colored them. There was a big update, so I don't know what all was in the patch notes besides this event. Like, the update for today was like 10.5 gigs. Like, I planned on just doing a hangout event today. Because I wasn't expecting the game to be out yet. Or I wasn't expecting 3.8 to come out this week. I was expecting it to come out a little bit later on. And, beyond that... I forgot what I was going to say.
Something by now. Unless there's a problem with the magic invite.
Huh? How could that happen? Uh-oh. Did I break it by accident? But I didn't do anything. Todoko will back me up. I'm innocent. It's definitely not your fault, Klee. See? Not even a wrinkle on it.
If the domain is somewhere nearby...
Does Mr. Honorary Knight have an idea?
Instead of us trying to find the domain...
Paimon knows where you're going with this.
We can get the domain to find... Wait, what? How does it make any sense?
Interesting approach. Assuming we're right about this magic invite. That is to say, if it was sent from within the domain, the invite likely has some sort of connection to it.
Oh, I get it now. Plus, I know a super special trick we can use.
I'm concerned.
What kind of trick? Can you teach it to us too?
Of course. Mom said that if I ever need help, I just need to shout this out loud.
Oh no.
Magic invite, magic invite. Klee needs your aid. Do something now, so Klee's not afraid.
Okay, that's a little less concerning.
Look, something flew over.
That looks like a magic bottle, or a genie of some kind. It's got the same feather that the invite
It
has.
looks like a bottle.
Remarkably effective.
It also sounds like rushing
That's
water.
one trick I'll be keeping up my sleeve in the future. You should make a note of it too, Eula.
Absolutely not. It's not my style.
I suppose bottles are pretty common in Sumerian mythology. So, is this supposed to be the entrance to the domain?
Probably.
A domain? In a bottle? Huh. Well, if there's one thing we learned in Liyue, it's never judge a domain by its cover.
When did we learn that in Liyue?
Guess there's one way to find out if this really is the way in. Come on, reach out with your hand.
I'm just going to assume they're referencing an event I wasn't playing the game for.
We made it! That answers that question. There's a path! I'm gonna take a look!
Hey, don't run off and leave us all behind.
How do I get out? Okay. Sweet flowers in here. Sumeru roses. Ah, there's Klee.
Look! There's a huge garden here!
Incredible. It looked so small from the outside.
But what if we are small now?
Everyone, I suggest that we stop here for a moment. We should take stock of our surroundings before deciding on our next course of action.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. The stream's just been going for 30 minutes, and that just means Twitch ads are going to happen every 30 minutes or so. I have them set on a more minimum timer because I don't really care about the ads all that much. I'm not trying to min-max ads.
Since we're in a bottle, has anyone heard the story of the magic bottle?
Oh, you mean the one about King Destret and the genie in a bottle? I've read it before, but I struggled with some of the vocabulary.
I always forget that Calais is still learning to read.
What's the story about, Kaya?
I also forget that Calais is like 12.
Mom told me a story once about a group of adventurers who went to Bottle Land. But I don't think there was a magic bottle in that one.
Don't worry, Klee. I can tell you all about the story of the magic bottle. But if you keep running off on your own, you'll miss all the good parts.
Oh. Okay, I got it. I'll stay with the group from now on.
Yeah, Calais still learning how to read and write. Because, unlike Klee, she was kind of an orphan for like 10 years. I recommend anybody who hasn't, you should just go to the GenshinImpact.com and read the manga. Because Calais is like one of the main characters from the manga. I'll allow a WTF. This is a not for kids stream. My channel, I think, is supposed to be restricted to 18+. So it's really weird that the mod bot wants to keep swearing out.
You sense it too, don't you, Calais? Something's not quite right.
If I remember correctly, the manga takes place like 2 years before the events of the Traveler arriving in Mondstadt, so I think Calais is like 10 or 12 in the manga, which makes her 12 or 14 now.
Yeah, the scenery here is beautiful, but it's too quiet. And there's no sign of Klee's Auntie Desert here anywhere. Maybe Auntie Desert lives way further down inside. This place is super big, just like Fischl's Immer Nachtreich.
It's pretty short.
Way to go.
It's only 12 chapters, so it takes like an hour and 50 minutes to read all of it.
Guess we won't know until we get there. Let's keep going.
Diluc's backstory is also covered in it.
Hopefully we'll meet her soon.
As well as Venti and Vanessa's backstory. Okay, well that was the first commission. Or the first mission down. Ah, wrong button. I keep forgetting. An invitation from afar, Glaze domain, Multrum in Parvo. What? And if you don't want to read it, I believe Doro44 has a live stream where he just read the whole thing. Vanessa is the legendary knight of Mondstadt. The one whose tree Venti always rests under. She's a very important character. What is this thing? Joyous voucher. Ah, okay, so we unlocked this now. So this unlocks tomorrow. And this unlocks in 2 days. So we'll definitely be finishing all of Summer Paradise. Do I want to break this into 3 streams? Maybe I should. Boom.
not.
That was funny. That was worth it. And we still do that death pull thing, so I might as well. Nothing good. Isn't this like an idol of Jean or something?
It looks like no one set foot on this road for quite some time.
I agree. And the further we get, the more I feel like this place is a whole lot bigger than we imagined. Hey, there's something strange up ahead. Let's check it out.
It was a thing I started on a whim. I want to say on like the 10th or 20th stream of the game, where we tried to do pulls every time I die. I don't die all that often anymore, so I kind of forget about it.
Wow, it's a big ball of water.
Oh, I thought it was a gemstone.
I wonder what it feels like. Can I touch it?
Don't touch.
It's so big that we could probably pass straight through it.
What is that reaction? That was the last we ever heard from Paimon.
That's so scary. Stop giving Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
Let's not touch it for now. We still don't know enough about our environment.
But we can't just do nothing at all, because then nothing at all will happen.
I have a feeling that this could be the core that sustains this entire bottle domain.
Really? Already? We found the core of the whole domain? Where's my Staples Easy button when I need it?
In which case, the moment we touch it, this place will instantly revert to its original size, with all of us still inside.
That's a very well-postulated hypothesis. What are the odds of it being correct?
Yikes. Okay. Paimon won't touch it. Jeez.
Klee? Klee, I want to hear you say you're not going to touch it.
Are we really gonna get squished inside a bottle?
Of course not, Cleve.
Oh, he meant the
I'm
bottle
sure
would
the real
shrink,
core
not
of
grow.
This domain is hidden away in a very safe place.
The middle of the fucking desert.
Somewhere like... over there, for example.
I was so nervous that I didn't notice that big wheel at all.
Wait, who goes there?
That is water. Gurgle. Hang on.
It's the water ball monster! Ah, the water ball monster is real!
Who said anything about a water ball monster?
It doesn't seem hostile. In fact, don't you think it looks happy to see us? Really? You sure it's not gonna gobble up Paimon whole?
Paimon, it's a water monster. It's gonna just blob onto your head and make you suffocate to death and drown.
I don't think it's hungry. Are you, water droplet?
Oh dear. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm not understanding a word of this.
Me neither.
Wait! Don't go! Wait for us!
I'm assuming that's the friend that the letter invitation was from, that Alice is inviting us to meet. Because Klee knew them by name. I think it wants us to follow it.
Why'd it stop? Maybe it can understand us after all. Oh, I get it now. It's leading the way for us, just like the cats in Mondstadt.
The cats don't do that in Mondstadt, and why did you figure that out before all the adults?
Like the cats? How so?
When you're walking around in Mondstadt City, sometimes a cat will show up on the side of the road. It'll walk ahead of you for a while, And if you're curious enough to follow it, you'll soon find yourself in front of a fine establishment called...
The Cat's Tail. Okay. I don't think that's cats leading you. I think that's just a lot of people at the Cat's Tail are feeding cats.
Exactly. So let's see where this water droplet takes us. It could be interesting.
Do not touch. This way. Okay. Hup.
It went this way, right? Oh, hope we haven't lost it. Did the water droplet go into that cave?
Paimon's voice acting has gotten a lot better over time.
Huh? Another strange contraption. And there's a weird-looking wall over there.
That's what doesn't look weird looking to me. It looks just like a wall.
This kind of looks like that ball of water we saw earlier. Did the water droplet bring us here because it wants our help with something? What? Your friend is trapped in the wall?
Klee can understand water.
Don't be sad, water droplet. We're here now. We'll save your friend. You bet. But how are we gonna save them? Do we have to break down this wall somehow? Nope, we can't do that. No breaking the wall.
I think they're saying that to you, Klee, not us.
Do we need to find a key of some sort then?
Maybe. Oh! Thank you.
Oh no, where'd it go?
Look, the device has lit up. And it's projecting images onto the wall.
Ah, this is that puzzle thingy they talked about in the live stream.
A two-dimensional space with objects of the same composition as the device nested inside.
Yep, what Kaya said, and that's where its friend is.
But how exactly do we enter the image on the wall?
Maybe we just copy what the water droplet did?
Klee should have joined the Adventurers Guild, not the Knights.
But what does that mean?
Hold on, I think Klee's onto something. Since the water droplet appears to be the key that activated the mechanism, we may be able to follow it inside simply by touching the device. The principle is no different than how we entered this bottle domain.
Fair enough. Okay, deep breath, then head in.
Ah! Get close to and activate the streaming projector to enter the preprint on the wall. Within the preprints, you can interact with objects, operate mechanisms, and solve key puzzles. Reach your destination and complete corresponding exploration objectives. Changing some objects outside the preprints can affect the environments within. Okay, this hat is actually starting to make my head itch. Because I didn't take the dang cardboard fill out of the inside, of course I did. Oh, yeah. Let's move that fan so it's not blowing my hair into my mouth. And continue. You can leave preprint anytime during your exploration. Changes you cause to the environment will not be affected. Alright. Why does it keep thinking Lamau is a swear? Oh, it's because the A in Lamau is ass. That's why. Duh, I'm stupid. Da 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 da.
Wait, is it
Da,
a
da, da, da,
reflection
da,
of this box in front of the wall? Come back out for a second.
Leave preprints world. Yes.
Aha! The box on the wall moved too!
Can I move anything else? I think that's all I need to move. I have no clue why I didn't feel that cardboard thing. Probably because it wasn't pressing up against my forehead. Just pushing my hair. If only we as humans had nerve endings in our hair. But then again, getting a haircut would be extremely painful.
Another water droplet just came out from the wall! It was flat as a pancake in there, but as soon as it came out, it turned all plump and round.
Yeah. Thank God we can't feel our hair.
Guess it makes sense that the water droplet's friend is also a water droplet.
What made you think otherwise?
Aww, and they both do the same thing to show they're happy.
Yeah, they have little flower emoticons.
Water droplet number 2 ran off. It's saying thank you, Mr. Honorary Knight. That was a huge help.
It was nothing.
Traveler, how do you feel after entering that two-dimensional space? Any physical side effects?
I don't know, but I'm feeling a little flat. I feel the same as ever. The pain. I've been squished flat like a traveler pizza. Nah, same as ever.
You seem fine to Paimon.
Well, I'm just glad that you're okay.
Good. Can you say that with a smile on your face next time?
Good thing you is here to look out for everyone. Can't say the same for you, though, Kaya. You were pretty quick to send the traveler inside.
Everybody hates Kaya. It's the sequel to Everybody Hates Chris.
Hey now, I only suggested that because I was confident that the traveler would be fine.
Water droplet, is there anyone else here besides you and your friend? Yep, you know, anyone who looks like me or my friends.
Oh no, she does smile. The problem is, she also kind of frowns when she smiles, which makes it look a little creepy. There it goes.
It ran off again.
Oh, I can see it.
Hopefully this is a good sign. Amazing. Come on, let's follow it.
We love Kaya on the channel. We've treated him like a meme. I think some of I think we still have him set as the sound alert for the gift sub, actually. And when I make clips, I usually put his voice line at the end. It suits someone legendary and distinguished, such as yourself.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Scatter!
Well, figure that out later. Ooh. If you somehow animation cancel on a character, they'll actually do a frown. A little bit of a frown. Yeah, we do treat him a little bit like a
It
mascot.
looks like there might be a town up ahead.
It's a bubble.
Huh. Maybe more people live in this domain than we thought. And maybe that's where Auntie Desert lives.
I forgot that she's still calling whoever this mystery person is anti-desert. Oh, my phone's going off like nuts. Oh, look, they wave! Oh, that's cute. The first time I was shown that you could do that, it was...
Critical.
Who the hell is
The
that?
opportunity to fix this is rapidly closing.
Oh, there's Kokomi's voice, though. But, Yeah, the first time somebody showed me that animation cancel frowning thing was when that whole Dia controversy blew up, and then people found out that you can do that with every character, that if you cancel their burst, they'll frown. I was only shown it with a few characters, but those characters included Eula, Yaimiko, and Dea.
I'm sure you've noticed just how much things have deteriorated in recent days.
But even so...
This is your home. Are you really going to let everything fall to pieces?
Well, I live here, but it doesn't actually belong to me.
Huh? Paimon knows that voice.
Definitely sounds like someone we know.
Anyone else who comes into this domain in the future will take one look at the ruins before them and conclude that this place was abandoned years ago. But just imagine how different things could be if you maintain this domain in perfect condition. Whoever sets foot inside would witness a magical wonderland. How miraculous it would feel to them to find such unimaginable beauty in the middle of a lifeless desert.
Oh, you're right, General. Truly, but...
Act now while you still can. You have to stand up to this and break free from your despair. The most important thing is to have no regrets in the end.
I just realized this is General Sangonomiya with a question mark.
Well, no one chooses to have regrets, do they? But I take your point. I'll try my best to stop running away. But the question remains of where to begin.
Paimon's figured out who it is! Is it Mr. Honorary Knight's friend from a faraway land?
She's a divine priestess. And a general.
Divine priestess? What's that?
I just realized...
Is it a kind of mage?
That just means that there's been 2 back-to-back events that involved Kokomi. Because she was just in the card event. Actually, that's 2 back-to-back events for Kaya, too. Huh.
What are you doing here? Huh? We have new visitors? Greetings, everyone. This is the Valurium Mirage, and I'm the caretaker, Adia. I'm so sorry that you have to see this domain in its current state of disarray. We are actively working on repairs, and everything will be back to normal shortly. I hope.
Greetings, everyone. I guess I should introduce myself too.
Yeah, it was the TCG card event. She was one of the finalists in the Inazuma Cup. It was, actually, I made a fucking stupid short about it, but, it was, Kokomi versus Guy. They were the finalists for the Inazuma branch.
It's alright. Just leave the introductions to me.
I kinda wanted to say hello in my own way. But no harm done. I guess I'll let her do the honors.
This lady
Oh
is
no,
a
we're
visitor
reading
to the
people's
domain,
minds
just
again.
like yourselves. She is a formidable military general. Have any of you heard of Inazuma's Onmyo Chamber?
I think so?
The, what chamber?
Onmyo Chamber. It's an elite training academy for gifted students of Onmyodo. Practitioners are divided into 4 classes, A through D, and assigned the power of Shikigami based on their mastery of the art.
Is this referencing like a previous event I didn't play?
Wait.
This lady famously led the Class D underdogs to victory against the Class A favorites in the final mock campaign before graduation. An astonishing feat that few in the history of the Academy have ever achieved. Hence, formidable general is no exaggeration.
Also, she led in a civil war against an Archon. And technically won.
Isn't that right, General? What's wrong?
Energy minus 4 points.
Huh? Wait, so the favorites were beaten by the classy underdogs? Paimon's not completely following.
That's not important. It's a school thing. Those all sound like tropes from some Inazuman light novels. Oh! Oh, I get it now.
That doesn't sound like the divine priestess Mr. Honorary Knight was talking about.
Uh-oh. Did she just get caught lying in front of someone she was trying to impress? Or maybe she uses a different identity in her private life, and this is the first time her friends are learning about it.
Why are we reading minds again? That's the Traveler's secret superpower. We can read people's minds.
Seems kind of embarrassing, but also kind of cool. I guess having someone else to introduce you is a good way to make an impression. Maybe I'd fit in better with everyone if I had a title too.
You do have a title. Ranger of Gandharvaville. Wielder of the Dark and Ancient God. But in order to know that, you'd have to read the manga.
Some people call me a general, but it's just their way of showing respect. My actual name is Sangonomiya Kokomi. Huh? Oh no. Sorry, my mistake, General. I mean, Miss Sangonomiya? Call me whatever you like, Itia. The only important thing about names is knowing who's who.
Oh, I get it now. It's like that story that Mom told me that time.
Oh boy. Pardon?
Klee can explain. So basically, in the story, a big group of people go on an adventure to Bottleland. One of them's called the King, and some of them are called Knights.
I don't know why I felt the urge to do that.
So, Miss Sangonomiya must be the super smart one who solves all the problems in the story. What's that one called again?
The guy.
Perhaps a sage?
Indeed. Wisdom is an important attribute found in military generals.
Okay, well, I'll just call you that. Miss General it is.
It's on the Genshin homepage, and I think you just tab into the manga.
Fine by me. Sounds really cute, coming from you. At least, cuter than my pen name, that's for sure.
Pen name?
Well then, how should I address the rest of you?
Oh, you're secretly an author of one of those light novels, aren't you? Old friend for me, I hope. Comrade at arms, unless you've forgotten.
How could I ever forget you? But what about these esteemed ladies and gentlemen accompanying you? I'd be delighted if you could introduce me to them too.
Oh no, we have a option to give us embarrassing titles to everybody.
Wait, Klee wants a title too. Okay, got it. Klee wants to be a mage, the kind that flies around everywhere. Da-da-da! Whoosh!
Is that what your
Kaya
mom
can
does?
be the master thief. Mr. Honorary Knight can be, the knight. And Paimon will be the fairy who follows the knight everywhere.
Master Thief, huh? I did like playing pirates as a child, so I suppose this is an apt role for me. And I must admit, the master part is a nice touch.
You would enjoy that title, wouldn't you? There's like a big fan theory, actually, that Kaya might secretly be like a high-ranking member of the Treasure Hoarders. Because he has so much weird affiliations with them. He has his own spy network, and on the top of that, his upgrade ascension materials are the thief insignias from the Treasure Hoarders. It's really interesting.
Hold on a second. Are you saying the position of knight is now filled?
Oof. Poor Eula.
You can be the sword master who can cut through anything and also gets to wear a super sparkly cape.
The sword master.
That's more like it.
And Kale can be, the healer.
Kale? Does Kale actually have... I have Kale semi-built on my team. I don't think she has any recovery in her kit at all. If you want to be the knight, we can swap. Oh, Ether, you're so sweet.
No, I don't mind. Healer is a great role. I just don't know if I'm qualified to be one.
I'm with you there on that, Kale.
Whenever I'm thinking of titles for myself, I usually imagine myself as an adventurer or musician.
Wait, Kale can play an
I
instrument?
could be a healer.
You play an
I mean,
instrument?
It feels like it should be Master Tainari's role, if anyone's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He does do doctoring on the side.
Don't worry, Kale. You'll be the bestest healer ever. You don't talk much, but you're very kind, just like the healers in Mom's stories.
And I guess she is learning medicine from Tanari, so I guess healer isn't too far up a stretch. But it's really strange that healing is not reflected in any way in her kit.
You'll do fine. I heard you're good with bandages. You can patch up a wound, can't you?
I can pitch a tent. Maybe you heard wrong? But I'll do my best. It's my first day filling in for Master Tainari, but hopefully it's the first of many.
This is a great idea. Once a new visitor arrives, they can assume a new identity, then add in some role-playing.
Oh god, this is gonna become a trend.
Oh, we can't leave you out, Miss Adia. There are lots of characters in Mom's stories, but you don't remind me of any of them.
Oof. Yeah, there's a lot of heal in her lore, backstory, and character, just not in her kit.
That's perfectly okay. I already have a role here anyway, remember? I'm the caretaker.
Actually, now that I think about it, Tanari is a doctor, kind of, and he doesn't... I don't know enough about him, but I don't think he has healing in his kit either. And then Dia has almost nothing to do with healing in her... I mean, I guess Tia can bandage herself. She has healing in her kit.
I got it! This wasn't in any of the stories, but you can be the mascot.
The mascot.
Mascot?
Klee, maybe you could think up an even better role for Miss Adia.
A mascot, you say? Isn't that a character that doesn't have to actually do anything and sits around letting everyone else do all the important work?
Oh no.
Incredible. You've seen right through me.
Oh no. You're giving her ideas.
Sounds like the idea of being lazy is pretty exciting to her.
I'm with you, Kale.
The mascot serves to maintain troop morale, Adia. Don't underestimate your role.
Ah, alright. I'll be the mascot then.
Sorry, Paimon.
That's right. Thank you for bringing these new friends here safely. You can go off and play now.
Thanks, Water Droplet. See ya!
I like the design on the water droplets. They're kind of cute.
Water Droplet? Is that your pet name for it? I suppose it's as accurate a nickname as any.
I also like all the faces on the crates.
We keep getting sidetracked. But I believe you were saying something about being in a difficult predicament. Is something wrong with the Valyria Mirage?
Oh, yes, about that. I'm afraid the entire domain has recently sustained some significant damage.
How?
It was as if the whole world was suddenly flipped upside down. A few components went missing from the core, which sustains the domain, and the impact cascaded out from there.
Someone shook the bottle. That's what I'm imagining.
Needless to say, many things in the Valyria Mirage have now stopped working. Just days after I agreed to let my friend's daughter come and visit too. When she gets here and sees the state this place is in...
Uh-oh.
Oh, so you're Mom's friend? Hi, Auntie Desert. I'm Klee. Here, I brought the magic
Wait, so you're...
Look how dilated her pupils are. She must be very surprised.
Yeah, and not in a good way. Mom's the one who sent me here. She's the strongest mage ever. She said that her friend lives in the desert. You live in the desert, so that must be you. Right, Auntie Desert?
Ah, I see. So being a mage runs in the family.
You're Alice's daughter? Oh, I just want the ground to swallow me up right now. Wait, that's it. I'll hide myself away in the core of the domain. Hide there until this all blows over. See you all in 100 years.
See you all in 100 years? I mean, Cleo lived that long. But, I don't know. Actually, yeah, the Traveler are gonna live that long, too. Sorry everybody else that's not immortal, I guess.
Idia's really going through it. She's like a shriveled little forest fungus, hanging its head in shame.
Kale? That's a harsh analogy. Where'd all that come from?
Personal experience.
Don't worry, Auntie Desert. Klee's here to help you. And all my friends will help too. Just take a deep breath, and then another deep breath, and all your worries will fly away.
Thanks, Clee. Clee's right, many hands make light work, and as a knight, it should be my honor to render my assistance.
Yeah, don't you worry. Sir Fix-a-Lot over here has a good track record with this kind of thing.
Sir Fix-a-Lot.
Well, I'm useless. But it looks like that won't matter with all you capable people around. Fantastic.
Don't put yourself down, Idia. You're great too.
Thanks for your encouragement. Anyway, for the time being, please talk amongst yourselves. That'll give me some time to think things through and maybe make a start on, delegating.
Okay. Let's start over here.
Hi, Miss General. Mr. Honorary Knight says that you're from Watatsumi Island.
You're very far away from home. I'm really curious to why you're here.
What's it like there? There must be loads of fish, right? Wait! You look kinda like a mermaid. Are there fish in your family?
Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Miss Mage, but I'm just an ordinary human.
It's not what the fan theories say.
I have lots of great stories about Watatsumi Island, though. Come on, let's enjoy the scenery while I tell you all about it.
Feeling nervous, Kale? Well, it's your first time as a guide, after all.
Not really. She's done some guiding before this.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just, still settling into the role. So I was thinking about how to talk more like Master Tainari.
Well, there's a few ways you can go about doing that. You should just inflect a little bit more in your sentence structure if you want to give the impression of Tanari. Add a little bit more seriousness and dialectical thinking methods and speech patterns. Now I'm just remembering that Maxor video where he does that glitch where he just walks across the ocean from Inazuma to Sumeru.
Well, the easiest way to imitate someone is to start with their most common turns of phrase.
What is a good common turn of phrase from Tanari?
Oh, okay. In that case, put that mushroom down. Now, it's highly poisonous.
Okay, let me try. Put that mushroom down. Now, please. It's highly poisonous. Nah, I probably could have done better.
There you go. With just a few simple words, you've captured your master's personality perfectly.
That's right. Did Kaya meet Tanari during the Windbloom event? I think he did, but I don't remember.
Anyway, what about your role? Don't you mind being the master thief? It doesn't sound like you're one of the good guys.
Well, here's the thing. Thief is a colloquial neutral term. Stealing things is actually not morally wrong, believe it or not. Because it's always a matter of who you steal from and why that determines whether stealing is wrong or not. For instance, a thief who steals food to survive, most people would say is not morally wrong. And people who don't say that are rich assholes.
Maybe not. Until you factor in that I only steal from the enemy. I think that's enough to make me one of the good guys. Don't you?
Kaya just casually admitting to the fact that he is a thief.
Oh! Fair point, fair point.
Ooh, this music. Oh, that's real catchy. Oh, that goes hard. It's like jazzy circus.
Who else has visited the Veloria Mirage recently? There was someone from the academia who came not long ago. A Kasharawar scholar. Blonde hair. Architect, I think.
Oh my god, of course he did. Of course he did.
He was a huge help, and redesigned many of the buildings here. Although he was always grumbling to himself, he was extremely diligent in his work. What a kind person.
We are undeserving of his kindness.
I could tell that was a sensitive soul. A lot like me. Sorry. Please pretend you didn't hear that. I'm, of course, a very strong and resilient person.
She's talking about Kaveh.
After him, an aristocrat from Mondstadt showed up. Then the Miss Sangonomiya.
Okay, so your relative did come here.
Unfortunately, everything here suddenly started changing before I had the chance to be a good host and show them around.
Do you know where the Mondstadt aristocrat is now?
If I remember correctly, he headed north after the incident. It's a pity we're having all these issues. If we could get everything working normally again, I could probably locate him in an instant. Still, not to worry. There's nothing dangerous here.
What's your relation to Alice? That's what I want to know.
Hey, Idia, you got an update for us? We've all caught up with each other.
Very well. Then please allow me, Idia, your mascot, to explain exactly what's happened here.
I don't think he is, but I think that it's just funny because he's been important in some of the last couple events. He started fleshing out they started fleshing out his character a lot more because just 2 events ago he was the main crux of the the Paradise of Progress event, and then immediately in the update after that in 3.7 they added his hangout. So just Kaveh is just very relevant in the story right now. If 3.8 didn't come out this patch, actually, we would be doing Layla's hangout right now instead. She's pretty happy with her mascot role, huh?
Basically, this entire domain is powered by a device called the Central Hub, which you all saw earlier. But following a major incident, several key components from the Central Hub came loose and went flying.
If he isn't here, it means that we might be able to see him wandering around in the overworld. We might actually get to talk to him about it.
4 components, I believe, which has caused the Central Hub to stop turning.
I want to do his hangout event.
Oh, so that thing's supposed to spin?
Yes, it definitely shouldn't be frozen still like it is now. At least, that's not how it was when I first got here. Oh, I've done such a terrible job of taking care of it. It's so embarrassing.
Hey, everything's gonna be okay. So, we need to fix the big wheel up there. And to do that, we need to find the missing parts.
Right. I do know where one of the parts is. It landed not too far away. But the rest all landed in different areas. I'm afraid you'll have to go and look for those. Now, as the caretaker and your mascot, I shall announce your respective adventure duties.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to find him.
You can just be yourself if you want. No need to force the whole role-playing thing.
Ah, yes. Kale, the queen of cringe.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe Swordmaster Eula and Healer Kale could investigate the northern zone, if that's okay.
Fine by me. I was going to be looking for my cousin there anyway.
Oh, he is your cousin. Kaya just assumed. I guess he is.
I'll be your backup, Eula. I know you usually team up with Amber, so I'll try my best to fill her shoes.
You fill Amber's shoes really well. The only thing you don't fill is her height.
Oh? Well, this'll be fun. Let's see if a forest ranger can outperform an outrider.
I think she can, sadly.
Master Thief Kaya and Mage Klee, if you could earmark some time in your busy schedules to search the West Zone.
Earmark? What does that mean?
It's a term that means take note of, or set a to-do list, kind of.
It just means we mustn't forget to do it. Don't worry. We can handle that.
That's a better description. Thank you, Kaya.
Finally, we have our general, Miss Sangonomiya, and our knight, the Traveler. If there's no objections, please come with me to retrieve the first component.
Understood. You have my sword.
Wow, spoken like a true knight.
Klee fucking glowing up.
Then, for my part, my strategic mind is at your service.
All right, well, if anyone finds anything, come back here and we'll regroup.
From what we learned from the Kokomi story quest, that was one of the most absurd levels of understanding how her strategic mind works.
Please take care while you're out on the road and look after each other, especially our little mage here.
You got it. I'll take extra special care of Kaya.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Klee's safety. I'm worried about Kaya's safety from Klee.
I'll be on my best behavior.
Don't worry about it, Adia.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. You two, please follow me. I remember seeing it just behind the central hub.
So, how come you didn't bring it back when you first saw it?
Lazy.
I'd have been more than happy to, if this one component was enough to fix the whole domain. But with 3 other components to find, oh, I suddenly felt overwhelmed by how much work needed doing.
Paimon kinda gets that. Taking the first step is always the hardest part.
When the Fatui almost caused a second civil war to happen after the events of the Inazuma storyline, that's when Kokomi's story quest takes place. And during that, at one point, she comes up with a strategy guide. She writes an entire strategy guide on how to deal with the situation, and it accounts for every single possible outcome to the letter. I can't imagine in a million years anyone else with that strategic of a mind. I guess I still do. I still run some D20 campaigns and Roll20 campaigns, and people used to make fun of my DM style because I was able to anticipate what a lot of the party would do and prepare so much stuff for almost every eventuality, where people thought that I'm that kind of person, but Kokomi takes that to a whole nother level.
Scatter!
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide. No one escapes my sights.
Yeah, she worked so hard that she overexerts herself. She does not have a lot of energy.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
It really helps when you... I try to structure my campaigns similar to visual novels, which is why it makes it easy for me to do something like that.
All in a day's work.
So all I have to do is structure every event with like 4 to 5 different ways that it plays out. And then from there, you just have to try to anticipate what you think people might
Someone
do
needs assistance.
and how people might stray from the path that you set for them. At least that's my personal DMing style. There's no one correct way to do something. This was definitely not how it was intended to get up here.
Propagate!
Hey, buddy. I probably should switch the party up.
We can do this. Let's dance.
Hey, so Paimon's been meaning to ask, what brought you here, Kokomi? Oh, well, things have quieted down in Watatsumi Island for now. So I thought I'd take the chance to get out and see more of the world. You've traveled a pretty long way. Why Sumeru? I figured that I needed to venture further than usual to really broaden my horizons. Well, that's one reason anyway. I can explain in more detail another time.
Oh, how did I miss this one? I can understand not having the motivation to do that, because when I did do it, I actually took like a full month of preparing before the first session, just for that campaign. I did miss another one? Ah, it's not important. Alright.
Propagate!
Here, take that and run.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Another one of these things.
Okay, this is the spot. Now, I'm sure you're both wondering, but where's the component?
It's in the 2D plane.
There's nothing here. Oh, where could it be?
Oh, it's that lamp thingy, right? Water Droplet showed us how that works already.
Yes, that's the one. There goes my big introduction.
Oof.
Showing people the ropes is supposed to be my job. Oh, I can't believe I'm being shown up by a Hydro Eidolon.
That's what they're called?
Cheer up, Idia. The Hydro Eidolon can give a basic demonstration of how to use things, but beyond that, it can't communicate.
I don't know. Klee seemed to be able to understand them pretty well.
That's where you come in. Your descriptions can explain everything in full, vivid detail.
Paimon forgot how persuasive Kokomi can be when she really wants to. Sometimes having a genius strategist around really comes in handy.
Yeah. Kokomi's probably one of my favorite characters in this game, but I always kind of forget she exists because she's not usually relevant most of the time. Because everyone in Inazuma has not been relevant, at least until you get to the point where you do Raiden Shogun's second quest, where they can then start popping out in the rest of the world because the Sankoku decree gets removed. Now I see how Now I see how an eloquent speaker can persuade others to not only agree with them, but to do things for them.
Oh, well, if you put it that way. Well then, just pretend like you've never seen it before, and I'll tell you all about it.
Uh-huh.
This is called the streaming projector. Everything here in the Valurium Mirage was made using this device. All you need to do is place an item in the projector, and you can construct a corresponding item based on the shape of the original and your imagination.
I agree. Water Droplet is a better name.
At least, I think that's what it used to do. With the domain in its current state, only its most basic functions are still operable.
Basic functions like shining light?
Okay, not quite that basic. At the moment, it's only able to show two-dimensional objects. I call them preprints. Think of it like a sort of draft or blueprint or something.
Makes sense.
So you're saying the component fell into the preprints?
Yes, exactly. I'll leave you to go in and physically retrieve it. Well, I'll be out here rooting for you by doing a motivational dance.
I am at the point now where I have a lot of characters that I want to build, so it's like I don't feel the need or want to pull for anybody. So that's why we just do the pull on death thing on this stream. But if it comes down to, like, she's going to get a banner soon at some point, and I probably will be I'll pull on her banner, but I'm not going to go out of my way to try to get her.
Really?
We're not free to play, but we're not exactly whaling either.
No, sorry. I feel like I have two left feet when I try to dance. I guess I'll just find a place nearby to sit and wait patiently for you.
Yeah, that's why we do the little thing. I haven't been given the spiel about it in a while, but every time we die, every time someone subs or gifts a sub, and every time the stream boss dies, I do a pull.
Hey, come on! Cheer up! We'll handle everything from here!
And there are, like, channel point rewards people can actually redeem that make the game harder for me to play, which can, in some ways, make me die more often. Is she? I forgot what all I remembered was the Eula Klee banner. I forgot what banner was coming up after that. Ah! I didn't mean to jump in.
Doesn't look like the component is in here.
What was the most recent banner? Yeah, banning an in-game action is one of those things that can lead to deaths.
Yes, that's the one! Now you just need to bring it back out.
What is this thing anyway? Some kind of gear?
Like a good example is sometimes they'll say, no bursts. No bursts for a few minutes. No healing, no switching, no running, no dodging. The more people start stacking that on... it's Wanderer. Yeah, I'll probably be pulling on Kokomi's banner since I already have Wanderer. forgot that Wanderer's getting a rerun so soon.
And why is it so small? It doesn't look like it belongs in that huge wheel.
It's hard to explain, but I assure you that it's definitely one of the components. So that leaves 3 more components missing.
Every journey begins with a first step. I think we're off to a good start, and things should keep going smoothly from here.
You really think so? I suppose you're right. She did manage to defeat Class A at the Onmyo Chamber, after all.
You don't need to keep bringing that up.
Yeah, no attacking. That's a big one. We have a unwritten rule for that, which is you can't ban something that makes the game unplayable, like no playing the game, no using the keyboard or controller, stuff like that. But but no attacking is one where I probably would allow it. It just means, well, 2 minutes of dodging, or several minutes of dodging, using skills.
Anyway, thank you for all your help. I'll take this and start trying to repair the central hub. You two may as well head back to town. Oh, why am I so clumsy? Once again, I was no help at all. The least I can do is try and handle the actual repairs.
Hey, it would have been nice if we had learned this from you, because then I wouldn't have had to read the tutorial. Return to the Silver Bottle Courtyard. Oh, that's what that was called. What happens if I'm still in this bottle when the event ends and they get rid of this region? Domain. This... It's kind of an interesting map. I'm assuming that they're going to unlock more of this region as they update it. Valurium Mirage. I'll Hate Them was one of the ones that I tried pulling for. Didn't get them.
Bet you can't keep up.
I hate when I accidentally navigate from a quest. I thought I already allowed this as a permitted word. Why does it keep blocking it? That being said, in our Shadowverse streams, it's kind of a meme that there is no game. Because we'll sometimes go 2, 3, 4 hours in a row with 0 gameplay showing up, because it'll go full visual novel. Gameplay in my card game? God forbid.
What's wrong, Kokomi?
I'm just a little confused. You mentioned that the water droplet showed you how to use the projector? Can you tell me a little bit more about that? I'm so curious to know what happened.
One of the water droplets got stuck in the painting.
Oh, sure.
If you've ever sat through a visual novel playthrough, it's no different. It's just sitting and enjoying the story. Imagine playing, it's like watching a Genshin stream, where no combat happens and it's just all cutscene. Like a lot of the Hangout events, to be honest.
I see.
I try to do more story-focused and strategy-focused games on this channel. That doesn't sound good.
The wheel is spinning now! Oh, and now it's stopped again! Well, that didn't last long.
That spooked me. I wasn't expecting that.
It also wasn't spinning at the right speed. Before the incident, it spun much faster than that.
Oh, so you saw it back when it was still working?
Oh, yes. I arrived here a little earlier than the rest of you. But the incident took place not long after I entered.
Why are you here again?
Like Idia said, felt like the world was flipped upside down. I don't know how else to describe it. And I certainly don't want to experience it again.
I do have a YouTube channel. We put the VODs there, but we also put some other content there every now and then, like reaction content.
No, it's no use. Seems it won't run until all the missing components are returned.
Vlogs and shorts and whatnot.
For a moment there, when it started turning, I got excited. I thought that maybe the hub can work just fine without the other three.
There's a few other streamers that I do collab with on occasion, but that's another topic for another day.
Wishful thinking is only going to lead to disappointment, Idia. Let's stick to the plan.
I should
We'll
do
get
another
there.
collab with Lane. It's been a while. I want to see how everyone's doing over there.
Hey, Mr. Honorary Knight and Miss General are here. Oh, and their mascot. You beat us. I was sure we were gonna be the first ones back.
Hey, how'd it go?
Mission complete. Where a knight's sword goes, victory soon follows.
Impressive. I doubt you'd find many other knights of such caliber even among the Knights of Favonius.
How about our master thief and mage? Did you find anything?
You bet. We made a huge discovery. The place we were trying to get to was blocked off. We couldn't see anything past it, and there was no way around.
Oh no, I have a bad feeling.
But then, just now, a huge canyon appeared out of nowhere, so we hurried back here.
It appeared just now?
Come and see, Mr. Honorary Knight. Let's go on a canyon adventure.
To the canyon!
I'll sit this one out. I'm beat after trying to make those repairs. I need to take a break.
Miss General, you should come too. You can hide behind me and give me smart advice while I protect you.
Sanga the Mia Kokomi controller will own pretty well. Have you seen the crit Kokomi builds?
Wonderful. It would be an honor to serve as advisor for our young mage.
Let's go!
And off she goes. Glaze domain, Multrum in Parvo. Zip along, according to the safecart operating procedures. Oh, is this the train? I think we're gonna get on a train. They scare me too. Oh, this is a 3 thing.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Eh.
Get ready, I won't let you down.
I still think the funniest builds that people have made are the tank Fae builds. Then again, I'm the weirdo that's still playing Energy Recharge Amber.
This canyon wasn't here before.
Just before the canyon appeared, I heard a faint sound, like something mechanical turning.
Ka-chuck, ka-chuck, ka-chuck. Could it have been the central hub? That would mean this canyon appeared after it started spinning.
Hey, you, oh. New guys, huh?
That's an Adventurers Guild uniform, or this is Eula's relative.
Oh, hey! Paimon didn't realize anyone else besides Dia lived here.
You actually saw her? She's barely shown her face since everything started falling apart here.
Excuse me for asking, but who are you?
Oh, right. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ferdinand. Me and my brothers look after this whole zone. Well, we used to, until this whole domain was, like, flipped upside down, or whatever. The method we were using to make the carts and tracks stopped working after.
The AM battery.
Idia is working on repairing the domain. We were just with her before coming here.
Really? Huh. I assume that she'd be curled up in a fetal position somewhere, hoping all her problems will magically disappear on their own. Good for her.
Oof, this guy's salty.
Anyway, I checked all the stations around the whole circuit. They've all conked out.
Conked out? How? Would you mind elaborating a little for us?
But aren't you just travelers who stumbled upon this place by accident?
We were invited here by Alice.
Nuh-uh! I'm Mage Klee, Idia's helper.
A mage? You?
Allow me to explain.
Alright.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, right now the more helpers we got, the better.
Uh-oh, she ran off.
I
No,
guess.
stop her.
Anyway, our first priority is to get the carts here up and running again.
Oh? And why is that?
The roads here twist and turn so much that the best way to get around is by riding the rail tracks instead. Let me show you. This is what we used to make them. Did Dia bring you up to speed on these things?
Yes.
Yep. Basically, we need something that we can put inside that'll make a cart for us.
Like what? Can it be anything as long as it looks like a cart?
Yeah, you can put it that way. But one other thing is that it has to be compatible with the tracks.
So, something like a sedan chair, maybe?
Wow, fancy Kokomi.
But I'm not sure we have all the materials required to build one of those.
It makes me wonder, can I open my teapot domain within a domain?
How about you, Traveler? Any ideas?
Boat. Maybe just a basic wooden cart? How about a castle with legs?
What kind of a suggestion is that? That would be way too complicated to make.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think we have the right materials for that.
Really? Hey everyone, come and see what Klee made.
Ta-da! Look! I made a cart!
It's a ship!
Wow! Amazing work, Klee!
Whoa. It fits the track like a glove, too. Plus, it's a heck of a lot cuter than the ones Dia made.
I'm actually curious what Adia made. Well done, Klee. Who's a clever mage?
I just wanted to give it a try, and suddenly, boom! There it was! Paimon's gotta ask, what exactly did you make your cart from, Klee? I used Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh god. Oh god, I'm not getting on that thing.
Thought so.
Is there a problem or something? If not, then let's get ready to leave.
That thing is a bomb.
It's just, this cart is made from,
We just need to worry. We just need to drive safely.
It's a bomb or something, isn't it? Yeah, I gathered from your conversation that Jumpy Dumpty is a little more volatile than the cute name suggests.
This guy's smart.
It's okay, though, because the end product only takes on the general look of the source material. So to be more specific, while different materials have different properties, most of them aren't transferred to,
It's okay! No need to delve into the theoretical stuff.
So you're saying it might not be a bomb.
Paimon just wanted to make sure we aren't about to end up like the, flying fish of Starfell Lake.
Oh god.
Huh?
Fish blasting season is coming. It's just right around the corner.
Can we ride the cart now?
Look at how excitable that child is.
In a moment. We need a hydroidolin to power it up first.
I have a feeling that this is meant to be foreshadowing for how some of the technology in Fontaine is going to work. Because it is going to be the Hydro region, and it looks like they have a lot of weird steampunk-esque technology. So I wonder how and what power sources they'll be using there. So Hydro Eidolons or Hydro-based technology makes sense.
Okay, she's ready to roll. Hop in.
Look at her dance. Does anyone remember that Klee dancing meme on TikTok? Cart platforms of the choo-choo cart are split in locked and unlocked states. You can only summon the choo-choo carts and unlocked platforms. Okay. That's
Whoa,
neat.
This cart is fast! Chugga 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 choo! Woo woo!
There's a bubble on the cart.
I'm gonna call it the choo-choo cart!
The track is damaged up ahead. We need to make some repairs before we can go any further. Yep, looks like it's all reverted to a preprint state here.
Do you know why that happened?
Everything in this domain starts as a preprint and only takes shape after being illuminated by the streaming projector. But the hydroidolin that forms the tracks here has been trapped in the print.
Ah, that makes sense.
So someone needs to go into the preprint and rescue the hydroidolin, right?
But the projector here is sealed off by a giant bubble!
That's the hydroidolin's way of protecting the device from damage. If the streaming projector broke, then we'd be seriously stuck.
Wonder how you build a streaming projector.
Aha! So for step 1, we need Water Droplet to help! Aw, it seems to really like that name!
Any volunteers for step 2?
I'm game.
Leave that to us! We know what to do!
Ah, so the hydroidolin was locked up in that chest.
Aw, it's completely empty!
I love the old-timey music that plays during this.
Yay! We saved 2 Water Droplets now!
I like the way that they move their little
Whoa.
bubbles like hands.
Water Droplet just transformed into some new tracks!
Good. Let's keep going then.
It reminds me of Funky's animation style. If anybody has watched any of Funky on YouTube, like they do a lot of Genshin and Princess Connect animations. It's pretty funny stuff. Okay. Oh, I can just do this. Oh, we're about to roller coaster our way down.
Hey, Ferdinand! You mentioned that you managed this place together with your brothers. Did you mean that your brothers are Water Droplets?
No, the hydroidolins are like helpers here. As for my brothers, well... Those two. You'll meet them soon enough.
God, this music is amazing.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
What do I have Amber's energy recharge at?
Hmm.
202? It's okay. Oh, there's loop-de-loop coming up.
Whee! Look! Klee can fly just like Paimon now. This is way more exciting than how Paimon usually flies.
People tell me that for, like, perfect rotations, you want, like, 280%, but it's like, I don't want to fucking farm for, like, cracked artifacts. That seems like way too much work. Interesting. Track switching. When Choo Choo Cart approaches tracks where it can switch lines, press the button that appears at this time to switch lane. Ah, it's a B button. Okay. I didn't see the prompt. That makes sense. A lot of people who complain about the game being too easy are the same people that have, like, the really, really cracked artifact sets that they farm for that literally let you kill bosses, like, in 2 seconds. And it's like, yeah, the game's too easy because I don't think the game devs intended for you to be able to get your, like, crit rate above 200%.
Seems we've just about finished repairing the station and the connecting tracks. Let's go check the track switcher now. It's over there.
Ah. Oh, we can get a Layla invite. Unlocks after 8 hours. Collect 30 vouchers. After we get 150 vouchers, that's how we get Kaya's skin. Alright. Yeah. And then people that got salty about the lack of endgame content, it's like, this game was built with a 7-year plan in mind. So, of course, it's not going to have endgame content when the game's not even in the endgame yet.
another spinny thing here. It's so big! But, not as big as the one we saw in the middle of this place. That one was huge. I bet it's something super important. I remember what Kaya said earlier.
Very good, Klee! You're using what you saw earlier to make observations, like a real adventurer! It appears to be a system that rotates to switch tracks.
That's right. Originally, all you had to do was flip this switch and the junction would rotate. But it seems Jeremy still hasn't fixed it yet. He sure talks big, but when it comes to actually getting things done...
Is this Jeremy you mentioned one of your brothers?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. When I talked to him about repairing the tracks, I suggested we start with the station, but he said we should start at the junction. Really, it made no difference which one we started with, but he just had to turn it into a huge argument. He always treats me like I'm a fool and disagrees with anything I say.
God, that reminds me of my brothers.
Let's see what he has to say now that I've already fixed the tracks.
Well, if you ask me, you're clearly a sharp person, Ferdinand.
Indeed. Are you the oldest brother?
Yes, finally someone who can recognize that, rather than just shrugging off my ideas. Come on, let's make our way to the junction and see what he's up to. I bet he's still fretting over what to do.
Indecisive type, huh?
Sometimes I can't help but get angry just thinking of Jeremy. You should have seen him back in the sandstorm. I suggested we go east, and he argued that we should go west.
You were in a sandstorm? What happened after that?
We separated and each went our own way. Lucky for us, we stumbled across this domain. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have been buried in the sand.
Oh, there he is. Journey.
Everything will get better once we get the switcher working again.
Enjoy your night's sleep. I could have been at 3 a.m. too, but it's probably like 5 right now over here. Stay safe.
Still stuck here just as I expected. Well, did you make any progress?
Didn't I already tell you? Just have the hydroidolins fix the junction and then make a new cart. After that, we can use the junction to... Wait a minute, how did you get here? It took a lot of effort for me to climb all the way up here.
The answer is standing right in front of you.
Yeah, sure. Those travelers must have helped you. You never get anything done on your own. You always get someone else's help and then try to take the credit for yourself.
You're one to talk. What have you managed to accomplish, huh? You were here just moping around all day.
Whoa. They started arguing the moment they saw each other. But aren't they supposed to be brothers?
Me? His brother? Hardly.
All right, Jeremy. That's enough.
Fine. I'd rather be focusing my efforts on fixing the track switch rather than arguing anyway.
You should calm down too, Ferdinand. Let's all focus on the situation at hand. Any personal problems can be settled later.
I'm glad I didn't put this off for a week, because we're already 2 hours in, and it feels like we're not even halfway done yet.
Fine.
I think it might be better to split this stream into,
I'm
split
sorry
this
you had to see that.
into 3 streams.
My name's Jeremy. I'm one of the people responsible for taking care of this area. I assume you're the ones who helped repair the tracks. Thank you very much. It means a lot.
No need to thank us. We're just trying to help Edea restore the domain.
I see. Now that you and Ferdinand brought the cart up here, we'll need the hydroidolins to fix the area below.
Them again, huh? Seems the hydroidolins are really important around this place.
We're in a bottle, so the water in it should be important.
Yes, of course. Not only do they keep the junction turning, they operate practically everything else in the domain too.
Oh, it's filling with water.
All right. Seems most of the tracks and junctions have been repaired now.
Yep. So maybe it's time you give credit where credit is due, hmm?
Yeah, to the Eidolons.
What? You think you deserve the credit? If anything, we should be thanking these travelers.
You? Well, either way, you're not the one getting any credit. You're always quick to criticize my ideas and push your own, but you never actually get anything done.
And what about you? Don't forget it was Hado and I who took care of the mess that one time you impulsively tried one of your brilliant ideas. Speaking of Hado, wasn't he with you?
I left early this morning. I assumed he'd be with you.
Seriously? Couldn't you have at least looked to see where he was before you left?
I think Clea is getting sad.
Hey, come on! You didn't see him either, so what's your excuse?
Oh. Oh.
Clee?
What's wrong? You don't like seeing people argue?
Get it? Nobody did anything bad. Why are they arguing?
I just don't like his smug attitude, that's all.
Who are you calling smug? If anything, you're the one who's making such a big fuss right now.
All right, I think we've heard enough from you two. If you insist on bickering, then I'd suggest you go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'll just cool you two off myself.
Paimon, you don't need to get involved in this. Yeah, everyone's big talk till the tall guy walks up.
Now, come with me. I'd like to have a word with you.
Phew. Don't be upset, Clee. There are many complicated situations in this world which don't always have a logical explanation. As a passing traveler here, it's not my place to comment on their disputes. But in my experience, family issues can be the toughest to resolve.
Oh, tell me about it. That's why my family ended in divorce.
Seems you don't like dealing with this kind of thing either, Kokomi.
Who would?
But it's still not right.
Clea, who's your dad?
I don't know how to explain my feelings.
I'm sorry. We've calmed down. We shouldn't argue in front of a child like that.
We're sorry, Clee.
It's okay.
Back to the topic at hand. Weren't you about to go look for your brother Hado?
Ah, right. Our best guess is he's somewhere around the torrential twister. We would have to use the junction to send the cart to another area.
Sorry to trouble you again, but would you help us find him?
As long as you promise not to argue.
Oh, all right.
Hey, come on, you two. You're brothers after all. Can't you try to get along?
I'm gonna miss this music when this event eventually goes away. But it'll get added to a soundtrack at some point. Rotate the track above some train track. Choo-choo cart is traveling the color of the flower beneath the track. Okay. The wooden board with the platform to check the destination of the track. Choo-choo cart is traveling on, yada yada yada. View rail lines. Cerulean flower is heading to the hub flower above. Amber flower is heading to the torrential twister to the south. Okay, amber flower.
Okay, this is the end of this track segment. Otto should be nearby.
Alright. This seems easy. Switching it up a little now. Easy. There's brother number 3.
Wow, these will come in handy.
Ah, I guess you had repaired the tracks and stations as soon as I saw a cart come zipping along. Now that the tracks, station, and carts are all repaired, we're about ready to reopen Torrential Twister. It will be good to see my design back in action again.
You're in no condition to be out running around like this, Hado.
Yeah, but these are unusual circumstances.
That's true, but you should stop to think things through.
Exactly. If there's anything that needs to be done, you can just let Ferdinand and I take care of it.
You and Ferdinand? Together? It would be a miracle for you two to do anything together without fighting.
Hey, that's between Jeremy and me. No need to add fuel to the fire, okay?
I'm not trying to make trouble. I'm just saying.
He is right, though.
Hey, Ferdinand.
Oh, don't worry. We're not arguing, Klee. We're just, discussing some things.
Are you and Jeremy worried about Hado?
Yes.
Why don't you just talk to him about it? Kaya's also worried about me sometimes, but he doesn't ever criticize me.
Well, that's because Kaya doesn't know how to criticize anyone. He's just a jokester.
You're right. But our relationship is much better than these guys.
Well, our situation is a little different.
Really? How so?
We've been through this kind of thing before. If we didn't warn Hado, then he wouldn't take it seriously and something would eventually happen. As his brothers, we have to help him.
But it doesn't look like you're helping.
Huh?
Maybe Klee doesn't understand everything.
Klee has a point.
But my mommy told me that you help someone to make them feel happy, not to make yourself happy.
That is a good message.
Hado sure doesn't look very happy. Why don't you ask him what he needs?
He's right, you know. You three need to open up.
I
and
forgot
talk
you were
things
here,
through.
Kokomi.
You are brothers after all.
I've always cared a lot about you, Hado. Just like when we were back in the desert. You suddenly passed out and Jeremy and I started arguing. Eventually, all three of us ended up in this domain. I'm just worried that something similar could happen again. If you were to pass out and with nobody around to help you...
I know, but this domain is nowhere near as dangerous as the desert. I was thinking that if I could handle these problems myself, then you two wouldn't have to argue about anything. If it weren't for my poor health and lack of energy all the time, then I wouldn't have always been such a burden on you two.
No need to feel guilty, Hado. This was our choice. The three of us love adventuring. No one is a burden on anyone. Isn't that why we came up with the idea for this area? I would do the thinking, Ferdinand would use his muscle, and you would...
Draw the blueprints and build tracks. It'll be a safe way to see all kinds of amazing scenery. Yes, that was the plan.
See? Doesn't it feel better just to get along?
Hey, what are you trying to say? You make it sound like I've only been trying to talk myself up.
The choo-choo cart is great, Ferdinand.
Really?
You know, Klee, having the car zip along the tracks was my idea.
Was it now?
Yeah, what an amazing idea. You're so smart.
Hey, Klee, Do you want to ride even more fun carts?
Yay! Let's ride more! Looks like all three of them are trying to win Klee's approval now.
Klee hasn't realized it yet, but her innocent, childlike nature is very powerful. It can inspire and even help heal others.
Yeah, it's called a childlike sense of wonder. People wax nostalgic of a time yet lost.
Hey everyone, please come with me. We need to get the Hydro Eidolon in the cart to help us.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, this song and dance again. Fill with water. Do stuff. Oh. That reloaded the world.
Good. Torrential Twister is ready to run now. Let's go to the station at the start of the track.
Oh, we passed it. I thought I would just stop there.
Hato and I have double-checked everything. It's all operating safely. You can go for a ride now.
Hold on a sec. Before we say goodbye, I have something I'd like to give you all. It's a rock climbing rope. We used it on our adventures to climb mountains and traverse many places.
Interesting.
Huh? But doesn't it mean a lot to you? Are you sure you want to give it to us?
Yes, of course. Please take it. Thanks to Klee and everyone else's help, we realized that there's a special bond that keeps us together. Even though it's invisible, it's even more important than rope. We can always hold on to it through tough situations.
Huh? I helped?
Yes.
Yes, Klee. You are a big help.
Even bigger than that huge thing in the middle of this place?
Yes, much bigger.
Wow, that's huge! I'm so happy.
Seeing a child happy just makes me happy.
By the way, have you ever seen anything like the choo-choo cart in the outside world?
I guess there's the boat.
Nope. Today was the first time I rode anything like it.
Is that so? I guess I'm not surprised. Seems you won't find Torrential Twister anywhere else.
Find a streaming projector is what the text says, though.
Be sure to come back and ride the choo-choo carts again while you still have the chance.
Yep, I will.
Be sure to come back and visit Torrential Twister again. I hope you enjoyed it.
Hey, imagine if we could build our tracks all over the world. Traveling would be so much easier.
That's infrastructure for you. I share that dream, Hato. I share that dream.
Thanks again. I have a feeling we'll get along much better now that we've learned to open up to each other. I suppose some things are simpler than they appear. The real problem all along was actually us.
Alright, it's choo-choo time. Oh, this looks like it's gonna go fast.
Oh, this is even higher than I expected. The drops are pretty steep too. Are you okay, Kokomi? If you're scared, just yell and let it out. We won't tell anyone. What happens in the bottom domain stays in the bottom
We need to get all the floating things.
Looks like Glee's having the most fun.
At least this is easy. Oh, here we go. That's some difficult stuff. Ow. Warning, water droplet crossing. So they give you a few extras in case you miss some. That's nice.
That's so much fun! Klee can fly across the sky like a real mage now.
Guess that sort of makes sense. Wait, but if being able to fly makes you a mage, what does that make Kaya, since he's here too?
Nothing! Kaya's just the master thief! Don't you remember, Paimon?
Makes him a sky pirate.
Hmm.
That's what it does. It makes him a sky pirate.
Right. Guess it slipped Paimon's mind.
Sorry to bother our young mage, but there's something a master thief would like to report. Do you still remember our mission?
Uh-oh. I was having so much fun that I almost forgot.
We're supposed to be helping Adia look for the missing components. But don't worry, I've already got one.
You mean you snatched
Damn.
it when we weren't looking?
I didn't have to go that far. In fact, the component we were searching for was actually that orange rope. If anything, you could say it came right into our hands at the right time. Let's head back and give it to Adia.
Aw, do we really have to go? Okay. Even though I want to keep playing, I know Adia is really important.
Yeah, and I guess we gotta help Eula too.
That's our wise mage. Don't worry. Tonight, he'll be able to see stars in the water and watch fish dance in the sky.
Energy -4.
Seems Kokomi's out of it after that ride. Her face is completely blank and her lip was trembling while she was speaking. Maybe we should have a rest for a while.
Shouldn't push yourself.
I thought I was keeping my composure pretty well.
No, you weren't.
Don't worry, my mind is always spinning. I'm used to this. We should head back to Idia.
How about we hold hands, Miss General? Klee will give you energy.
She looks dead inside.
After holding Klee's hand, the stars in the sky and the fish in the water have all disappeared. I must have been seeing things from riding the cart.
Why are we reading her mind?
What are you smiling about, Kokomi? Oh. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Return to the Silver Bottle Courtyard. Right, chest.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Dang, we got a lot of exploration here now. I'm surprised that we're still not done yet. Ah, this music's back. Is that a water duck? Oh god. What have I done?
Let it rain.
Scatter!
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Good.
Oh, this should be easy.
You give, you receive.
Ooh, there's something happening over here.
Welcome back. Well, any good news? Oh, don't tell me. You've taken care of all the problems and now I don't have to do anything?
You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, we even rode the choo-choo cart. Do you want to come ride too? But maybe you'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'm a little tired now.
Seems she had a little too much fun, and now she's about to crash. I think it's time for a rest.
I'm guessing this is where we end off for the day.
Good idea. I think we could all use some downtime. Thanks for giving me some energy, Klee.
Then we'll see you later.
Bye, Klee.
Bye, Mr. Honorary Knight. Bye, everyone.
Eula still hasn't come back yet.
Well, it sounds like our young mage enjoyed herself. I'm so happy that she had a good time. So, back to the missing component. Did you bring it?
You bet. Kaya said that the missing component was this orange climbing rope.
Ah, it just occurred to me that you probably ran into the three brothers while you were in the canyon. If I remember correctly, the two eldest brothers were taking their sickly younger brother on adventures when they ran into a sandstorm and ended up here. They were all arguing with one another when they first arrived, but it wasn't long before they broke down and were huddled together in tears.
Oh boy.
They sure must have a lot of energy to keep up their bickering and adventuring every day. I'm a little worried about them, yet quite envious of all that energy.
You almost sound as if you're reminiscing about old friends, Idia.
Yes, I've known them for quite some time after all, but I seldom go to that area. You can hold on to the rope for now, Traveler. I have no use for it until we have the other components. By the way, Eula and Kale have also returned, but I'm afraid they weren't able to make much headway. They mentioned that they would like to head to the jungle north of here, once you have all rested up.
Understood.
Now that I've told you everything, I'll go rest. I'll go and check on the situation in the remaining two areas.
Do you need me to accompany you?
No, Kokomi, you need to take a nap too.
Oh, no, it's all right. You've already accomplished a lot today. You should rest up.
And we're done. To be continued. That was a nice one. So all we gotta do now is just pass time till about 8 hours or so pass. That was easy.
That's everything. On to the next.
So that's all that we have planned for now. I don't know when the events start opening up for like the mini games. But I imagine that's where we're going to be doing the majority of our events. Collection on 9. Yeah, so this unlocks in 7 hours, this unlocks in 2 days. Maybe we'll do a bonus stream this Saturday since I have some free time, and we'll try to catch up and clean up more of the event stuff. I've gotten 17 of these vouchers, which means I guess they're just hidden in chests. Which means they really want me to explore this area to unlock this outfit. But I only need to get 150. And it looks like there's about maybe 300 of them. It's a nice outfit. And I will try to grab it. Ooh, that's a cool knife he has on the back. I didn't even notice that. But that's all for now. I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye for now.